At one point, I was teaching here, Fresno State, UC Merced, Merced College, and teaching a class at NAS Lemoore, which was stressful. The ability to feel as if you're even part of the institution for most adjuncts isn't there. They truly are adjunct. They are separate, they are separated, they feel disjointed, they are not part of the institution, and yet they're the majority of the classes that are taught by people who don't feel that they even belong to the institution, and next semester may not.
I actually started my educational journey here at FCC, and like many people, I really admire this place. A lot of my work, even when I was a student here, had to do with just participating with different organizations, trying to organize different events. And also here I was able to form some clubs to do things that ultimately just to try to better this place. That's always been my orientation. With this job, however, I have no benefits, no job security, so I have lost classes a week before they're supposed to start that I'm supposed to teach them, right? It's pretty much poverty pay. So I make so little at the college that I qualify for state social services. I literally have been on food stamps while working as an adjunct. Ultimately, it's not the best position to be in. In many ways, the community college has steadily been metamorphosing into a predatory business, a Walmart possibly, although even by its own metrics, they are failing students. It is common for the chancellors to call themselves the CEOs of the districts here, and for the board members to agree with them. For comparison and how this has been transformed into a business, right? At the low end, an adjunct will make about $15,000 a year working the max that they can. Again, without benefits and without job security. A chancellor or chancellors make about $300,000 a year at this place. For the district, adjuncts are cheap, disposable labor. Their knowledge is commodified for the students that they have effectively made into customers or consumers. In a place known for its brain drain, the leaving of educated people, the situation is especially concerning as the district is playing an active role in cheapening knowledge by squeezing hundreds of adjuncts and pushing them out. The situation that we're facing is something that leaks into every community in Fresno and in a way replicates and reproduces that which already exists in Fresno. So it seems to be that we're just creating more of the same.
There is a reason why there's only 2 adjuncts on this panel. We had trouble finding people who would speak in public about their experience at State Center. To understand what it's like to be an adjunct, picture getting paid for working all day Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, and for the rest of the week, including Saturday and most Sundays, you are not paid for your work. There have been many times when I have lost over $1,000 on my paycheck due to a clerical error, and I was told that I had to wait until next month to receive my payment. $1,000 error on my paycheck means I have to hold my breath even longer for the next 4 weeks. I acquired my student loans in the 5 years it took me to complete my master's and doctorate in clinical psychology. Since I'm not paid for all the work I complete or those hours are not honored, I'm able to pay less on my loans each month. The interest on my loans has increased and capitalized my principal, and now I have tacked on an additional $90,000 to my debt. Had the district paid me for the work I completed over the past 8 years, I would be considered full-time and could have been on the road to loan forgiveness. Having this high ratio of student loan debt compared to how much I earn has made it impossible for me to get a home loan. I look too risky on paper. I came to Fresno City College to thrive. I'm not thriving, I'm barely surviving. I don't want to leave my career here, but I also can't continue to work for free. Do you know how frustrating it is to normalize and make sense to someone of how little I am paid, that I am paid months late and working more hours than what is documented? One of several reasons that I earned a doctorate was I knew that if I invested in myself through education, that I could be a self-reliant and independent woman of color. I don't find that to be the case working here at State Center. Teaching is not stressful, but how we are treated here at State Center is. How are we, educated professionals serving our community, denied our wages, and why? How is this justified to treat your full-time faculty so differently than our part-timers? How can our full-timers be ranked 33rd out of 67 in statewide pay, while our adjuncts are ranked 66 out of 67? This disparity in pay ranking alone is unequitable. How did the district get through the pandemic? It was done on the backs of unpaid labor right here, which is absolutely shameful. Shame on you. This district was granted CARES money in 2020. Where is that money for the adjuncts who worked on average an additional 60 hours per class taught and did not get paid? I'm not asking for a handout. I'm asking to be paid for the work that I complete. That's equity. I've never had a job where I was expected to work without pay. Employers know that that's a lawsuit waiting to happen and would never allow it. I would like to know what other institutions receive state and local funding and only pay their employees for 1/3 of their work. Using the Fresno City College core values, growth, leadership, and success, if the value for growth is the promotion of equity and professional development, then paying your employees is not only fair, it's equitable. We are one of the lowest paid adjuncts in the entire state of California, and having employees complete work that is unpaid out of fear of losing their job is egregious.